Shiur is dedicated to Nishmas, Rachelea Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. Okay, in the last year we started introducing the topic of Maaseh Shabbos. What Maaseh Shabbos is you're not allowed to, if Chillul Shabbat was engaged on Shabbos, whether b'meizid or b'shogeg, there are a whole slew of rules and regulations, halachos, that will inform us whether we're allowed to get benefit hana'ah from the Chillul Shabbat. We started to introduce the topic, and today, B'ez Hashem, we will review briefly what we did last time, and then really zero in on the halach l'mais, a lot of different applications to this concept. So again, we pointed out the Gemara Maseches Beis on Daf Chav Daled, which indicates that the Gemara tells if a Gentile did malacha for a Jew, the example there in the Gemara was either he did ktsira, he bought fruit, and he had to harvest the fruit on Shabbos, and he brought that to a Jew on Yom Tov, or he took fruit from Chutz L'Tchum and brought it for the Jew from outside the Tchum Shabbos into the Tchum Shabbos of the Jew on Shabbos. In such a case, the Gemara tells us that if this was done on Yom Tov, you're not allowed to get hana'ah from those fruit. Those fruit are aser b'hana'ah. For how long? The Gemara says until the nighttime. You're not allowed to get hana'ah until the nighttime. And the question is, when the Gemara said until the nighttime, it also added until the nighttime plus the shiur b'chdei sheyaseh, meaning the amount of time it took for the malacha to be performed. So that's how much you have to wait until you're allowed to get hana'ah from those fruits. So for example, if Yontif, the nighttime it would hit at 6 o'clock, you'd have to wait till 6 o'clock, and the amount of time it took to bring in the fruit, to do the harvesting, let's say another 20 minutes, and that would put you at 6:20. We saw in Machlokas Rishonim exactly what is the reason for this Isser D'Rabbanan of Chazal. What exactly the basis? Tosas understood that the reason for this Isser is a knas, is a fine. We want to go ahead and disincentivize the Aveira of Amir La'akum. We want to make sure that people don't breach this and ask a guy to harvest fruit or to bring fruit for him on Shabbos or on Yom Tov. In order to do so, we create a situation where there's no incentive to do so. We go ahead and say, even if it's performed, and he did a malacha on your behalf, you can't get hana from that malacha until after the Yom Tov is over, plus the shiur b'chdei sheyaseh, because after all, if you were getting hana'ah if you were able to enjoy that malacha before the end of the shiur b'chdei sheyaseh, so then you would be getting hana'ah from that malacha. You would be benefiting from the Amir La'akum, and you will not be disincentivized. For example, let's assume you have a 2-day yontif, a Tuesday, Wednesday yontif. If you asked him on Tuesday to go ahead and harvest fruit for you so you can eat that fruit, so if you're allowed to eat it now, you're certainly getting a benefit. If you're allowed to eat it even tonight, Tuesday night, you're also getting a benefit by your Amir La'akum. If you're allowed to eat it immediately after Yom Tov Wednesday night, you're also getting a benefit, because if you were deriving hanaf from this fruit without any issur whatsoever, you'd be in a situation we'd have to ask the Gentile for the fruit to do the harvesting only Wednesday night after Yom Tov. It would take him a period of time, 20 minutes, to bring in the fruit, and you'd only get hanaf from 6:20. That's why Tosfos says you have to wait the shiur b'chdei sheyaseh, and from when? Until after Yom Tov Sheni, until the end of the second day of Yontif. This is the position of the Balei Tosfos. Rashi suggests that the reason for the Isser of getting hana'ah from Meleches Akum or Meleches Yehudi is not because of a knas, of a fine to disincentivize, but he seems to suggest he creates a new Isser hana'ah midrabanan, that we are just not allowed to get hana'ah from Chillul Shabbos or Chillul Yontif that's done on behalf of a Jew. Doesn't matter whether it's done by a goy or by Yisrael. Chillul Yontif, Chillul Shabbos, shenasis avur Yisrael, aser lahenos mimenu, and iser hana. According to this Rashi, so we understand why you have to wait b'chdei sheyaseh, because once again, if you can get hana earlier than 6:20, it's 6:05, so you are getting hana from the malacha of the Gentile, you're jumping the gun. Moreover, though, Rashi has a very fascinating kula. Rashi told us when the Gemara says you're allowed to get hana after Yom Tov, he did not mean, says Rashi, the Gemara did not mean you have to wait till Motzei Yom Tov Sheni, till the end of the second day of Yontif. Rashi rather understood that you can already get Hana'ah after the first day of Yontif. If you have that Monday, Tuesday Yontif, and the harvesting was done on Monday, so you can already get Hana'ah Monday evening, B'chdei Sheyaseh. That already, at that point in time, you would not be halachically classified as getting Hana'ah from the Chillul Yontif. Why is that? Because when it comes to Yontif, we know that the fact that we hold 2 days of Yontif, Monday and Tuesday in Chutz La'aretz, is only a minhag avoseinu biyadenu. It's a minhag of our forefathers that we go ahead and continue. But in principle, the Gemara assumes that really only one day is the real Yontif. We have a suffix which one, so we keep both. But really, we know minat Torah only one day is Yontif, and that allows us, with respect to certain dinim d'Rabbanan, to play one day off against the next, because really only one of those 2 days, Monday or Tuesday, is Yontif. So then the other one is going to be a day of Chol. In principle, minat Torah, we treat it as a day of Yontif, misafek. But really, objectively, since only one is real Yontif, we can play one day off against the next. Which means that let's say you have a Monday, Tuesday Yontif situation, so it's only Monday or Tuesday it's Yontif. Let's assume it's Monday. So then says Rashi, you could certainly get Hana Monday